Welcome to CloudTimes CEO series. My name is Tantow and I'm with Mat Ellis from Cloudability today. Hello Matt.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Good.
Excellent. Well, Cloudability has been in the news quite a bit now. We actually met at Under the Radar and you did your show there, so that's great. So tell us a little bit about Cloudability and what are your services in the cloud?
So we manage your cloud spend and usage. We bring all of your cloud costs and usage data back into our system, give you a unified view, tell you where you're wasting money, where you can save money, and generally just bring your cloud under control. We think the cloud should be simple to manage and know what you're doing on the cloud. And when we say cloud, we don't just mean Amazon. We mean everything that's delivered over the web that can be self-provisioned and can scale.
So it can be infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service.
Yeah.
You covering all of them?
Yeah, we currently have 112 services.
112 services. Okay. So if it's not Amazon, Rackspace, etc., what kind of your leading SaaS, etc. Softwares that you're handling?
Well, the biggest ones by far are Mailchimp and GitHub. We expected GitHub, but we were really surprised to see how many people are using Mailchimp out there. They have about 500,000 accounts, and sometimes it feels like half of their users are using our system.
Okay. What about platform as a service? Microsoft Azure,
Google Azure, Google Apps, Heroku, Force.com, things like that.
Okay, interesting. Well, you have often been compared to the Mint.com of cloud computing, maybe. Is that something how you would relate or how you would explain your services?
Well, we don't use that ourselves. We can see why people will call us that. We're really simple to use. You just type in your user ID and password and it just works.
It's kind of a B2B Mint.com.
But it's for business guys. And we have features Mint doesn't have, like we can bring many Mint accounts into one place.
Yeah.
So you can have 100 people with a Cloudability account and bring it into what we call a Cloudability tribe, and then you can see all of your employees' activity on the cloud in one place.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about that. I think our viewers also need to understand a little bit, what does your dashboard look like? What is your exact value add that you bring your customers?
Well, the first value add is we just send you an email every day with what you spent yesterday.
Okay.
And we make it really clear. You know when you're clearing out your inbox in the morning, there's 100 emails. In 3 seconds, you'll know whether your spending is starting to creep ahead of where it should be or is on target. And if you need to know why it's ahead, with a single click, within a few seconds, you're in this really easy to understand dashboard. And if you need to drill down further, we have quite a sophisticated reporting system that allows you to pinpoint exactly where the growth and costs are. And we can back this up. You can set budget alerts that will then nag you either SMS, send you an email. We have webhooks. You can even post a message into a Yammer workgroup, for example, to tell you what you spent yesterday, or here was you're going to exceed your budget. And by the way, our budgets, they're predictive. They tell you when you are trending to go over your budget, not when you've gone over it. And one of the biggest complaints we hear about the cloud is, if I'd known about this sooner, I could have saved myself tens of thousands of dollars. I got the bill at the end of the month, it got paid on the credit card, and it wasn't until finance saw the bill and said, what's this all about? And now I'm 6 weeks into an overage. So our email and our budget alerts get you ahead of that. But for the tribe, we're dealing with a different problem. The problem's one of sprawl. Everyone with a credit card in your org is now a purchasing manager. And as another company out there said once famously, training your engineers to turn off the things they're not using on the cloud is like training your children to turn off the lights when they leave the room. They're just too busy to go back and make sure everything is done right. And so the tribe solves this problem of sprawl by making it really easy for everyone to join your company account, and then you can see exactly what everyone's doing. And if there is one group where someone is overspending, or there's a group where there's an account with stuff left and someone's left suddenly, you can find that out, and we detect automatically when someone's left if you integrate us with your Google Apps account.
Can you give us a customer use case example?
So there's a company out there called Pegasystems. They're a mid-cap public company dealing with technology services, and they are running 170 Amazon accounts across 12 countries using the Tribes feature. And before they did this, they literally had a team of people working one of the world's largest spreadsheets. And now that all goes away, and those people can spend their time studying the data rather than collecting it.
Mm-hmm. Do you have numbers, kind of improvement of efficiency, what that would mean? I mean, you just said kind of I saved 10,000, but it also depends what the total budget was.
So one of the problems with this is if we help you understand where you're wasting money on the cloud, is judging how long you would have carried on doing that if we hadn't helped you. When we point out those computers over there that you turn off, would they have gone for a month, a year, how long, we don't know. But what we do know is when we go back and look and review our customers, particularly our bigger customers, just by knowing what you're spending in the first month, when people on board, their spend drops 20% or more. Without using any of our special features, just by getting an overview of it, then they go, oh goodness, turn that off, merge those together. But more importantly, we then enable them to move from a mode of collecting to analyzing. And when you're struggling with collecting the data, you don't even attempt the more sophisticated analysis. But now you rely on the collecting, it's accurate, it's frequent. Now people are now focusing on, well, how am I really using the cloud? Should I really be doing this? And a good example of this are reserved instances. So everyone out there is running, everyone watching this today, you're running instances today that you just know you should go back and put a reserved instance on. I'm right, I know. We're like that too. Yeah. Because it's a big capital investment. Here's something at $1 an hour, or you can go spend $3,000 to get that RI. So people are now asking for special RI tools. Next week we'll be releasing an RI tool to help our users keep an eye on all the leases they've bought from RI. Should they renew it? And are they getting value for money from their RI? And then soon after that, we'll be telling you when you should go get an RI. Because Amazon's making it more and more complicated to, and other people who introduce RIs will do this by having the heavy use, medium use, light use, which one should I go for? Yeah. How do I decide? And when they expire, remind me that they're expiring so I buy them again, or I upgrade or downgrade, and all this stuff. It gets really complicated really quickly. But this is just, to us, it's a really encouraging feedback that our users have gone from worrying about getting the data in, just how much did I spend, to how am I spending the money in the
business. Absolutely. So what's next for Cloudability? Where are you heading to? Are you releasing new products, going into new geographies? How's that looking like?
Yes. So recently, as you know, Rackspace have worked with us to get a free version of Cloudability to all of the 173,000 users.
Oh,
and
nice licensing.
Yeah, and they love doing that. They're very into their customer's experience. It eliminates the overage experience. If you use Cloudability and you pay attention to the emails, but even if you just set up the budget alerts, you just won't have overages. It just ends it, So we'll be working with Rackspace to get that, develop that for Rackspace users. We're growing real fast. We're now at 12 staff. We'll probably be hiring like crazy over the summer to help build out these new products. We have built this product since the beginning to be multi-currency, multilingual. And so in June, you'll see the currency support come out. So at last, you'll be able to see your dollar bills in euros if you like that kind of thing. And as a non-American myself, I really understand how frustrating it can be when American companies seem to be just focused on the US and not dealing with anything that can support Europeans or Asians. So we're really excited about that. But generally, we've been in this kind of crazy product development mode since the beginning. We'll be just getting more and more product out there. We love talking to customers. We love talking to users. We love hearing why people, what they want to improve on Cloudability. And we have a long list of features to push out there.
Interesting. So you're hiring. Where are you based, and where are you going to likely to hire these people?
So we're based in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
We love people in Portland, Oregon. Love them to be there. It's great.
It's a great place.
Yeah, it's a great place to live, and it's great to see people face to face. We have staff all over the country, in fact, all over the world. So we use a lot of offshores. We're very flexible in location.
Okay. Are you building out the Bay Area location as well?
Yeah, we're doing some hiring in the Bay Area around BD and sales.
Okay.
But if you're a techie, you can basically live where you want. But we'd like to have you in Portland if you could move it.
That's nice.
Excellent. Thanks.
Well, good. Thanks so much for coming in, Matt. It was great seeing you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a wrap.